What's that part called at the top of the eggplant?
Exhausted, never the right time.
If this is still in, the video didn't go well. If this part is still in, it didn't go well.
Just for a moment, let's be still.
4.
Hey guys, welcome to Follows in your channel. Welcome to Follows in your channel. Welcome to Follows in your channel. If you like this content, leave a like, comment, and subscribe.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in once again. We're back with Chill Digital Painting Session number 12. I'm sure this time. Don't need to check or second guess myself. And this time, I went the still life route and wanted to practice stillness and focus and yeah, just putting pen to pad, whatever the method is. Pen to pad, yeah, pen to tablet. I would say iPad, but it's not an iPad. But pen to pad, kind of. This is a madness.
This is crazy.
Anyway, so I had some eggplant with me coming back from the grocery store, and I thought, here's an idea. Let's paint one of these guys. And so I did. But really, I wanted to do this because of the whole stillness thing. I'm very fond of the Stoic principles, even though they might be hard to put into practice day to day. But you know, we're trying. We try. And I remember reading this book called Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday, and just thinking about the principles in that book, the things I remember from it, the things I learned from it. I was like, I'm gonna paint something that I have to sit and look at and just focus on that and do pretty much nothing else. Right now anyway, just in life, I'm thinking about like stillness a lot, and the benefits of it, like being still, and that doesn't mean staying motionless, literally.
Just for a moment, let's be still.
But being still enough to let like things sort of come to you, and that can mean like decisions you need to take, or like opportunities, like decisions and actions mainly, but just so that you don't mess things up, so to speak, or make the wrong decisions, or because oftentimes we're looking for answers, we're looking of ways to like fix things, or reach certain heights, or reach certain goals, or get out of certain situations. But all the frantic like movements we can make with our words and our actions, and even our thoughts, really sort of mess things up. So when you try to be still and let things around you develop, because sometimes that's all it takes, is to stay still and just observe, and don't react quickly, don't make the wrong move. And I'm saying this not like I'm stoic Zen master and I have all this down, but it is something that I like a lot and would like to practice, you know, close to perfection. So yeah. Stillness. So thinking about the benefits of that, I just took it down to this level, just thinking about painting something simple, staying still, and just doing that, and just focusing on that. And there's a part in the book that I remember fondly. I'm not going to butcher the quote because I don't remember it exactly, but it was talking about pretty much towards the end, being busy and working with your hands, and how putting your all pretty much into what you're doing physically, and that can be not just like traditional, like I'm going to work like a job, but whether that's physical exercise or just physical exertion pretty much, and something meaningful though. But yeah, keeping your body busy and just focusing on that one thing, the benefits of that, while you're not being distracted by things in your own mind and things, you know, externally, but pretty much that, you know what, I'm gonna try for the quote. I think it was something like, my body is busy, my mind is empty, and my heart is full. And I know that sounds a little bit like, whoa, your mind is empty, but pretty much that your mind isn't full of the constant buzzing that is usually present with most of us, to be honest, where we're just constantly thinking and latching on to those thoughts and being distracted, being beleaguered by what's going on in our mind. And like I said, that can be from external influences as much as our own head, our own voices in our head. So that's what launched me into this, and I haven't even talked about what's going on in the time lapse yet. So let's do that. All right, so boom. I put down the dark purple base. I don't have the exact colors. Oh, that's the other thing is I opened a sketchbook, which is the software that I use to do all these paintings on, and I was so excited to see that my color palette, or not exactly the same actually, but there was some update or something. I don't even know why it was gone, but for a while, like I didn't have the regular like color palette library thing that I used when I first had Autodesk Sketchbook. And that was pretty depressing because I was having to like create colors, just like mixing things as if I was actually mixing paint and stuff, and it was just long. Anyway, so I opened the app and I see that it's back, that I've got the color palette type thing back in action. So that was exciting, and so this made it a lot easier to pick out the colors that I knew that I wanted to use. None of that nonsense that I had to deal with before. So yeah, I have my colors. Very grateful. Thank you, Autodesk, if you're listening, watching, for fixing whatever the heck was wrong with the app on Android. Shout out to you, man. All right, so put down the deep purple base, and then went on to try to make like a little gradient from it going from the dark purple where the shadows are going to be. Just looked at myself in the camera, so that was real cool. From where the shadows are going to be to transitioning to where the light really hits the eggplant, and we've got the highlights that I love so much. So I made some separation between the purple part. What's that part called at the top of the eggplant? Anyway, the green part, because I just put them on two different layers so that I could later add the shadow that's actually coming from the green part onto the purple part later. This is mad. If this is still in, the video didn't go well. If this part is still in, it didn't go well. Moving on. So after laying down the groundwork for the base colors, and after I've done that, I start getting into the finer details, adding more highlights and different blues and things that are coming from the different light sources, because we got the window was open as well, so there's like light coming from there, and the color that's coming from that, and the light overhead, and I used one of the ring lights as well. So yeah, different light sources, different mixes of color, adding to the whole picture of this magnificent eggplant. It's so unfortunate. Well, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but right now it's unfortunate that the eggplant has been used for what it's been used for in memes and messages and things, just because of the emoji. It's unfortunate right now because that's not what this is about, and yet it's in my mind already, and I know it's going to be in people's minds watching this and seeing the thumbnail as well, as soon as they see the eggplant. So that's unfortunate, but we're gonna continue and pretend that that's not a thing, but we're gonna continue. We're gonna press on anyway. I've really screwed myself here because I'm the one who edits the stuff. So anyway, by this point, I'm now putting the shadow underneath the eggplant, and I didn't paint like the full table it was on or anything, just focusing on the eggplant and finishing up the painting. So after all the rambling I've done about stillness and the little bit of talking I did about the actual painting process, we've come towards the end of the video, and I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm actually kind of exhausted.
Exhausted, never the right time.
I feel like I've done a lot of talking. So yeah, what was I saying? Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, share it with somebody, a friend. Stay tuned, come back for the next video, like that one, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and yeah, just spread good vibes and be kind to each other. I don't know, all the good stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.